Jalen Pitre, member of the Houston Texans, Lovie Smith, and the Texans had a pretty good draft. And he joins us now on Sikkim 365 Radio and 365 Sports. When we say that, Jalen, what I mean, it's been a while. I know you've had a hectic weekend and also post-draft. What does that mean when you say you're a member of the NFL?
It means a lot. All the work that I put in up to this point, and to see that, God has finally placed me in the NFL is, it's crazy. Like it's crazy to say I'm an NFL player now, but, I'm grateful for it, and I'm ready to get to work.
Well, you are staying in your hometown and, 20 minutes away that you grew up from NRG Stadium. Is there going to have to be, some sort of ticket lottery for your family to be able to go to games? Because I'm pretty sure that on Friday when your name got called, the ticket requests already started pouring in.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure out a way how we're going to do that. But for sure, I'm going to take care of my parents and my immediate family straight off the bat. But I'm going to try to do my best to, accommodate all my family and friends because, they played a big part in helping me get here.
Jalen, I would ask, what your thoughts were when the first call came in to tell you were going to be drafted. But when especially you saw that it was Houston, how extra special did that make it?
It made it real special. When I first seen the call, my initial reaction is, who could possibly be calling me from Houston right now? Knowing that the draft is going on. And then it clicked because I was watching the draft as well, and I seen that Houston was like in the next couple picks, and then they told me, and then it was just a surreal moment. It was like I really didn't even hear nothing on the phone after he said that they were going to take me with the next pick. Like I went into shock.
Jalen, there were thoughts that you could be, maybe even nudge into the first round. That was, all just depends. We had earlier this week Logan Hall, University of Houston, first pick in the second round by Tampa Bay, and we discussed that with him. What was that night like, Thursday night, waiting on Friday?
Yes, sir. So Thursday night, it was kind of a hard pill to swallow, when you see guys going before you and you just the competitive nature, and you always want to be at the top and be the best. But, when I wasn't picked out, I was just trying to be as grateful as possible for the moment that I was in and trying to, still be happy and still be, excited about everything that was going on. So then when Friday came, I just treated it like it was a regular day, and then a draft ended up turning on, and before you know it, the Texans were calling. So it ended up happening pretty fast, and I was grateful for that.
Is Lovie Smith as mellow as Dave Aranda?
That's a great question. I've met Coach Smith once at my pre-draft visit. And he seemed like a good guy. Seemed very similar to Coach Aranda. Obviously, they probably do have their differences, but I couldn't really gauge if he's the same. I know they do have similarities, and their defensive approach, and just how they care about people off the rather than always worrying about the football all the time. They definitely are men of faith, and it shows when you talk to them.
So, Jalen, you go pretty quickly there in the second round. Not too long after, Tyquan goes 50th to the Patriots. You had Terrell and JT going in the third round. Then you had Treston and Kalen going on day 3. And then, Drew Estrada, Abram Smith, Xavier Newman, Jaron McVay, Riley Tejada, and I'm probably missing a name or two, all signed undrafted free agent deals. So 11 Bears going to the pros in some form or fashion. Does that just kind of blow your mind when you think about it? And how cool is that for you to see not only yourself, but so many teammates get opportunities?
Yeah, it just shows me the work that you put in is eventually come to light. Like a lot of these guys, a lot of us, we put in a lot of hard work, and we wasn't always winning. We wasn't always, at the top. But if you stay down and you work, you'll rise to the top. So it was great to see all these players, Baylor, including myself, get a shot at the league. And, we plan to take the league by storm to bring our brand to whatever team we're on. Because, we're great people, but on the field, we turn to savages.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. Speaking of that, you all went through a lot, and that's been mentioned. We've asked you about this, even through the journeys of Sugar Bowl to 2-7, the Sugar Bowl and Big 12 champions. Because of what you experienced, Jalen, with all the different coaching changes, because of the ups and downs with success or not, are you a better person and more ready for what's in front of you in life, much less football, than you could possibly be?
Definitely. All the things that have happened in my life has prepared me for today, for tomorrow, and for the future. I feel like all the hardships that God has put me through has kind of molded me into the person I am. And I think that is going to continue to help me to continue to grow into the person that He wants me to be. So, I'm thankful that we lost all those games, that we, went through those hardships, because that definitely taught me a lot, not only on the field, but, off the field, because, obviously there's going to be hardships in your life as well. And it's about how you handle those hardships and how you bounce back.
Jalen, to also get picked you got 2 first-round guys right ahead of you, but one of those is another defensive back. To have a guy who's you're kind of starting anew with Derek Stingley in the secondary there, is that equally as exciting that you're kind of on this journey together?
Oh, definitely. He's a great player. I always look to, team up with good guys that love the game of football, that, understand the game. And, I look forward to playing with him and all my other teammates. I know that they all have different, experiences in their past, and I look to learn from them and add different pieces of their game to mine, in order to, continue to make plays.
Jalen, that draft process, you guys, you obviously played a long season, played all the way to January 1st. Then you basically had probably a smallish break, but I know a lot of you guys pretty much immediately went to training for the combine and stuff. So you had all that going on, pro days, meetings. When were you finally able to just take a deep breath? Was it when the Texans called you? And then when you did, what was that deep breath, that sigh of relief finally like?
I'm going to be honest. I still haven't taken a deep breath.
Fair.
Once they called me, it's about, being in shape for rookie mini camp. And, after that OTA. So I haven't really taken a break, and, I'm not really worried about that. I'm really excited about this new opportunity, and, I'm just trying to stay in shape and stay focused on what's ahead.
Where are you? What are they going to do? How are they going to use you? People look at basic defenses now. There's cornerbacks and there's different safeties, et cetera. But you're the Swiss Army knife in many ways, where you came from, as far as how you played, what positions you played. How do you think they're going to use you?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that's the big question mark right now, and I'm looking forward to just showing up and getting to work and trusting my coaches to put me in the right position to make the team better. I haven't really been all in on what exactly I'm gonna be doing and all that stuff, but I trust Coach Smith and his staff, because he obviously knows what he's doing. So I'm ready to get to work, and I'm ready to earn the trust of my coaches and my teammates.
Well, we're fellow East Texans with Lovie Smith, and we've known him a long time, so we think you landed in a good spot with a great coach who definitely knows defense, and so we're excited about that. But, Jalen, I'm so glad we got to talk to you, because I saw this video the other day that one of the TV stations down in Houston did. They went over to your house and talked to your parents pretty quickly after everything happened, and there was a very emotional moment with your father where he brought in your older brother and started talking about the role that your older brother played in helping you grow up and helping you turn into the man that you are today. Obviously, a lot of people had an effect, but and I'm not even sure if you saw that, but can you talk about your brother and just what kind of an impact he made on you?
He had the biggest impact, because like my dad said, I was always chasing him. I was always trying to do things that he was doing. I was always trying to be better than him, and he was always better than me at whatever we're doing, and he still is. So, I'm still on that constant chase, and he continues to, motivate and inspire me. So, big shout out to him, and I love him, and I appreciate him for that. He's the real reason, one of the real main reasons why I'm in a position that I'm in right now, and I'm forever thankful for him for that.
You came back to this. It's awesome, Jalen. You came back for the spring game with also Terrell Bernard, among some others.
JT,
What did you see, man? They had some big plays on offense. The defense, of course, we know they're stacked with some inexperience here and there on both sides. But your thoughts about Baylor football moving forward?
Oh, I think they're gonna be very good. You know, they know what it takes to win. They have the pieces, and you know, it's all about, you know, just growing on a daily. And then I went to a couple practices, and I see that the younger guys, they're hungry. The older guys, they, you know, are trying to consistently find new things that they can get better at. Like when you see that in a team, you see that, you know, they're not satisfied. And I think that's what I see with Baylor. Like they're not satisfied winning a Big 12 championship. They want to, you know, set the new standard, set a new bar for the school. So, you know, I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the fall, and I think that they're going to do very well.
Well, that standard, that bar, you helped set it. It was set back in the early part of the 2000s, of course, or 2010s when they won Big 12 titles. Then there was transition. Then you and others helped set it again, twice. Thanks for your time. We're so proud of you, Jalen. Thank you very much for all of you, what you represent. Baylor fans are absolutely indebted to you for a long, long time because of your loyalty, but also because of the fact you're really a good football player and a great person as well. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me on. I hope y'all have a great day.
Yes, sir. Jalen Pitre of the Houston Texans. And when we say that about Jalen because of the commitment, and he stated, there's some players we've discussed before, Raleigh Tejada and others that were a part of the team even before that we've mentioned as well. Great to hear from Jalen Pitre. Tomorrow, Drew, a strong